guys? It's your girl Trill100, and this is the Keep It 100 TV show. Today I have a special guest by the name of
Dan D Tha Hitmaker.
Dan D Tha Hitmaker. That's what I'm talking about. So how you feeling today, Dan?
I'm feeling good today.
You feeling good?
Yes, ma'am.
How you like this weather?
It's a bit rainy outside, but you know, it's all good.
What do you like to do in rainy weather?
Relax.
Relax?
Yes, ma'am.
So studies show that people get it on a lot more in rainy weather. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about the rain, but it makes people want to cuddle and boo up. So we're going to get into the quote of the day. The quote of the day, and I got this from an old school OG, my mom herself. The quote of the day is, don't take no wooden nickels. And what that means is, don't get played with the smokes and the screens. Make sure you count your money and upfront, especially these young artists that are going into contracts and things of that nature. Don't take no wooden nickels. And I have a question for you. D-Dan, how long you been in the music industry?
Probably since 2011, 2012. You know, just started off recording way back in 2006, and then just took off with it in 2012. So, you know.
So you took off with it in 2012.
As far as underground.
As far as underground.
Correct.
So, what is something that made you want to start music and start recording in the first place?
Recording, just hearing what's on the radio, you know what I'm saying, just liking what I hear, and some of the artists on the radio, mainstream from the 90s, that influenced me to want to start recording.
What are some of the artists that influence you today that continue, that you see that truly inspires you? You know what I'm saying?
The H-Town level would be probably Bun B, SUC, you know, South Park Collision, Trill100, so forth. Already. So you mentioned Bun B. Yes, ma'am.
Out of UGK, Pimp C and Bun B, you like Bun B more?
I'm more of a Bun B guy because he's more lyrical and more, his flow's more versatile, and I'm more of that. But I like Pimp C also because he keep 100, you know, with that country flow.
Yes.
You know, I'm with it.
Coming down, that's what I'm talking about. Of course, I love Pimp C. I'm a Pimp C fan through and through, you know what I'm saying? Me being a small town person, you know, I fuck with Port Arthur, so you know what I'm saying? I love Pimp C, but it's no dynamic, I feel like, that you can compare with UGK. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do like Outkast, you know what I'm saying? But they don't really have any rap dynamics that's really doing it like that. Do you have any modern artists right now that's just now coming up that you like or you appreciate their grind?
I appreciate their grind. In mainstream, I like Megan Thee Stallion, with Kendrick Lamar,
that's what I'm talking about.
You know, more Drake. You know, but you're looking at more of the old school cats, so I'm with that level.
You with the old school cats?
Yeah, 90s.
So who would you say is your favorite rapper to this day?
Again, the old school will be probably the legends like Rakim and Big Daddy Kane.
Okay, and you know what, Dan? Look, I'll be messing up your name. I'm sorry. Dan D Tha Hitmaker. I'm sorry. You know what? I noticed you do have that hip hop and you have that raw flavor about yourself. And you know what I'm saying? You're not, what I appreciate about your music is that the fact that you're not conforming to what everyone else is doing.
Definitely.
Is that something that means a lot to you? Like in your creative process, is that you just go to the drawing board with your own thoughts in mind? Or do you have like a format that you use or what?
Oh no, I just know the structure of my music as far as with verses and hooks and knowing how to find the perfect beat that'll catch my attention. You know, as far as not having too many instruments, it's opposite of trap music where it has horns and everything. So I just less the instrument in the instrumental on the beat, so you hear more of my lyrics.
Yes, the lyrics, because these days it's more about the beat, the producer. They don't really focus too much on the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And that goes into my topic of the day. Do you feel that it was justified that Ice Spice, a brand new artist, was nominated for 6 Grammy Awards?
I mean, I put it this way: if Sexy Red can do it,
anybody can do it. Oh my God! So, do you like Sexy Red?
Oh,
Sexy.
She cool.
Sexy.
I'm not a hater at all. I get it how you get it.
Are you out here singing? No, I'm not a fan. I really like the fact, I love the artists and they grind and they hustle and the uniqueness, but I do feel like we need to have some kind of standard, especially with it being the 50th anniversary of hip hop. We need to have a standard for our music and ourselves, especially with us being black people. We came a long way with black people. You know what I'm saying? From us not even being able to think about all these people on the Chitlin Circus, R&B, rock and roll was even taken from black people. So now that we have our opportunity and we have the forefront and the freedom to do so, we should be representing ourselves better in our music. So that's one thing that I pose. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I do like Ice Spice better than Sexy Red. I do. You know what I'm saying? She's going through artist development. They don't really have artist development no more. They just kind of say, oh, you get a catchy track. You get something viral on TikTok, and then boom, you just in the industry with a contract. And I've seen people work like 10 years plus to dedicate themselves to their music and their craft, and then you got somebody that just goes viral and boom, boom, boom. Now all of a sudden they have a contract. And then these contracts, they don't be all that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but a loan. They won't give you a business loan, but they will give you an advance. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage the younger artists especially to educate yourself and do your research before you just hop into a contract with some of these predatory companies. You know what I'm saying? Spotify just said that they will no longer be paying out streams to people who have less than 1,000 streams. Now it takes 1,000 streams only equal $3 in streaming. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, isn't it?
It is.
On top of that, so now if you have less than 1,000 streams, which we know a lot of people, they just simply manipulate those streams with bots. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's not actual numbers. It's just a bot playing your song over and over and over. So I just encourage everyone to really develop yourself as an artist. Learn yourself where you're going in the first place before you just make a life decision and sign a contract. Really signing a damn death row contract, because you're not going to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? I personally feel like these new artists, they should at least have like you need to at least have a whole body of 2 or 3 bodies of work before you get a Grammy nomination. Because what it is doing is just watering the Grammys down. Y'all went from snubbing all these good artists, snubbing us, not giving us representation, to just giving a damn Grammy to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't feel like, even though we really don't need these awards. You know what I'm saying? Or the accolades from anybody. You really just gotta feel good about yourself and what you putting out, and the representation matters. So I just feel like, as far as the Grammys and Ice Spice with 6 nominations, come on now. We're looking at that shit as it's a joke. The Grammys is now a joke. Because what did she put out that was good enough to get a Grammy? They got artists like, even like Eve, or like, you know what I'm saying? They got artists that put in their work that have never, ever even been nominated for a Grammy. So for her, as a first-time artist, talking about shaking like jelly in the deli, no, please. And thank God they didn't nominate Sexy Red. Because I was just like, oh my God, here's another thing. Sexy. I'm tired of hearing that. So this segment of the show is called Trill100 Trivia, where we ask you hip-hop questions and see if you can answer them right.
Okay, let's do it.
So, who has the most weeks at #1 R&B Billboard charts? Is it A, SZA, B, Rihanna, or C, Mariah Carey?
Say A, SZA.
And that is correct, SZA. In 2016, who sold more CDs than Beyonce? Was it A, Jay-Z, B, Kanye, or C, Mozart?
A.
Ah, that is incorrect. The correct answer is Mozart. Mozart,
Oh my God.
Symphony number 5, sold more CDs than Beyonce. And for our last question, which hip hop artist has the most #1 hits? Is it A, Lil Wayne? Is it B, Drake? Or is it C, Nicki Minaj?
I gotta say Drake.
Yes, you got that correct. That's what I'm talking about. You got 2 out of 3. That's pretty good. Now we're gonna go into verses.
Uh-oh.
This is where you tell me which artist you pick, and they go to the next round. So this is a fast round. I want you to answer these pretty quick.
Okay.
Michael Jackson versus Tupac.
Tupac.
Tupac versus Biggie.
Tupac.
Beyonce versus Cardi B.
Beyonce.
Drake versus Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z versus Kanye.
Jay-Z.
Michael Jackson versus Prince.
Ooh. Prince.
Prince versus Drake.
Prince.
Okay, and last but not least, Kanye versus Prince.
Prince.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That was a nice round of verses.
Hey.
So next, we're gonna be talking about your single and the new music that you've been putting out. What's up with this music?
Yeah, I got some new music streaming everywhere online right now. Called 2 singles called "Get Low" for ladies. They drop to the flow, bouncing, you know, all that good stuff.
Yeah, get low. That's what
Yeah.
that's right up my alley. Get low.
And
All right.
Song for everybody song called "No Time." No time for the haters. No time for all that BS. You know.
I ain't got no time today. That's what I'm talking about. So, can you drop us a few bars?
Ooh, man. Okay. Be relaxing for a moment like a muscle that is stiff. Make the money on his grave like it's graveyard shift. So I put my hustle in every time I get dough. Let them haters know that Dan can get dough for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get impromptu with it. So I saw you perform at a very nice stage. Where was your last performance at?
I performed Saturday night at a spot called Winners in Pasadena, opening up for Kurt Cobain.
Thanks. How was that?
It was live, you know. So shout out to Big Yogi who made it put it together, you know.
And man, one thing I'll say about Big Yogi, this man has consistency. He gonna be consistent with his shows. He gonna have them people, and he actually, unlike some of these other janky promoters, he actually brings you with the artist. So Kurt Cobain performed.
Yes, he did.
How was the performance?
It was fire.
It was fire. It was out there in Pasadena. That's I'm talking about. Yeah, I like that. Do you have any shows coming up?
I have one this Saturday at Sky Bar in Webster, Texas, for Devin the Dude.
What? Now, I think Devin the Dude is most definitely a person that does not get enough credit in the industry, especially for Houston. Devin the Dude go hard, man. And where's this at?
Sky Bar in Webster, Texas.
Okay, make sure y'all come out and check that out. And so far, since you've been performing, what has been your favorite performance so far?
I have too many to name from. I'll say one I did this past Saturday.
Kurt Cobain,
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Devin the Dude, that's gonna be a live show. And one thing about Devin the Dude, he has his audience. He has some loyal fans. Those smokers, those 420 people, they pop out.
Oh yeah.
They a business, artist, or brand and want to expand your network. Well, come here to Keep It 100 TV show. So Dan D the Hitmaker, where did you get the name from?
The name Dan D came from the 90s, from artists like Warren G, Craig G, Smooth D. You know, I just took that and just inherited in the name of the 90s. Dan D, as far as my name is Dan, of course, and D's my middle initials.
Is your name Dan or Daniel?
Dan.
Dan, okay. Dan D, okay. Okay, and what motivates you?
As far as music, I would say one would be watching these other artists perform and make music, and they motivate me to keep going and keep doing harder.
To keep going. Do you have any children?
No children.
No children? Wow, that's amazing. Do you want kids in the future?
Someday, one day.
Someday, one day. He said it like, someday, one day. That you don't sound too sure about that.
I'm pretty sure.
And I have a question. Which artist do you say inspires you the most?
As far as mainstream, I'll say...
Mainstream, yeah.
Okay, mainstream would be guys like LL Cool J.
I can see that LL Cool J influence. I definitely can see that.
Yeah. Guys like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Ghetto Boys, UGK. Yeah, mainstream.
Mainstream. Snoop Dogg, man. One thing I want to say about Snoop Dogg is he has longevity in his game and he diversifies himself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with Snoop Dogg, he never put himself in a box to say what you can and can't do. That's like artists and people like that with brands like that, those are the type of people that inspire me. Because first of all, you don't ever want to say, oh, I'm just going to be an artist, I'm only going to do. Sometimes as an artist, you have to advertise. You have to put out merchandise. You have to have endorsements. That's really where the money comes in, movies. So I just feel like that with Trill100, we're expanding our brand to different industries. You know what I'm saying? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
On top of the world, performing at Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe at the Apollo in Harlem, New York, because I also want to go.
Okay, Harlem World. I love New York. I went to New York with Rolling Loud like about 3 or 4 years. No, yeah, 3 years ago, before coronavirus. And the energy in New York is just so raw. Like, I love that people, that is the home of hip hop because it is the home of expression. And New York is just so much different types of people. It's so much diversity, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I would say, the people out there, they are no nonsense people. You don't have nobody up here trying to put on a facade, in New York, it's like, you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? I think in the next 5 years, I would like to see myself more like at an international stage. You know what I'm saying? I want to perform like in Germany and stuff like that. I want to go and really globalize my brand. You know what I'm saying? Because we did the underground.
Yeah.
We have pretty much, we done took over the underground. Yeah. We are there.
Try to go around the world. And
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Take over the world.
7 continents.
Right. Do you want to be signed? Or would you prefer to be an independent artist?
I'm so used to being an independent artist because I've been one for so long, but if I get signed, it'll have to be, again, I got the money. Basically, the money 100% comes to me
right.
when I get in because it's always business, more business than entertainment,
Yes. It is most definitely 90% business, 10% talent. I'm just going to tell you. Like, if you know the basics of business, you can basically thrive in any industry, and that's what people miss out on in the music business is they forget it is a business before anything.
Definitely.
You got to have a return of investment. Though people gonna want that return of investment if you sign that contract. I'm just telling you, they're gonna get it one way or the other. Okay. Have you ever had a time where someone have tried to sabotage you or hate on you?
No, I haven't. Not that I know of.
You never had no haters?
Oh, I got haters.
You got haters?
They all come. I mean, whatever you do.
Haters are motivators.
God got haters.
Yeah. Okay. God even got the devil hating on him. So we, man, I feel you there. I feel you on that one. How do you deal with haters and people that oppose you?
Man, I pay no mind. I mean, I keep doing what I do and push forward. They're hating for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know you're doing good and doing what you're supposed to do, and they want to get on that level that they wish they had.
Right. That's something I always still remember. That I read one quote the other day that said, "The people that oppose you believe in your power the most. That's why they put so much effort to stop you and where you're going. Because they believe in you, they know where you can go, so they oppose you for that reason.
I agree.
Okay. What about, have you ever been sabotaged?
No, I have never been sabotaged.
You never been sabotaged?
No.
It's been a few times where people try to sabotage me, but hey, I have to pivot. You gotta pivot and maneuver.
Dan D Tha Hitmaker, live at Sound Vibe, chilling with Trill100. Just wrapped up a great interview. Y'all check it out. Come to mainstream pretty soon. So y'all check it out, support her, it go down. Yes, sir.